Hi guys! Today I'm going to show you how to make a vegetable lasagna. For the vegetables, I'm using red bell pepper, zucchini, fresh spinach, and mushrooms. You can substitute frozen spinach. With vegetable lasagna, you can substitute any of these vegetables for ones that you like. For the cheese, we'll need ricotta, shredded mozzarella. I bought a block and grated it on a box grater. If you want to save time, you can buy the already grated mozzarella. And grated Parmesan cheese. Buy a block of Parmesan and grate it yourself in your food processor. Again, to save time, you can buy the already grated Parmesan. Dried oregano and red chili flakes for heat. Finely chopped garlic, a large egg, some fresh oregano, and fresh basil. The basil's optional. The oregano, if you don't have fresh, use dried. For the sauce, I'm using crushed tomatoes. You can definitely substitute the jarred marinara sauce if you'd like. We'll also need some olive oil to saute the vegetables. I'll cut up all the vegetables and then we'll saute them. Chop the vegetables into very small pieces like this. If you're using fresh spinach, wash it thoroughly and cut into thin strips. For the noodles, I'm using the no-boil lasagna noodles. These are a great time saver. You don't have to cook them. If you like the old school lasagna noodles that you have to cook, you can definitely use that. Use a 9x13 baking dish for the lasagna. This is your basic Corningware dish. You can use a foil pan like this one. This is great if you have to carry the lasagna somewhere. They also sell the foil cover separately. Traditionally, you'll see the lasagna made in these rectangular pans, but you can use whatever shape dish that you have, so long as all the ingredients fit. And you can break up the lasagna noodles to fit the pan. Heat up a pot to make the sauce. Add olive oil, about a quarter cup. When the oil's hot, add the chopped garlic. Saute that just until soft. Just a few seconds, then add the mushrooms. It's been about 3 minutes. The mushrooms are soft and there's hardly any liquid left. We'll add the red peppers and zucchini. Dried oregano and red chili flakes. Salt. Cook until the vegetables are tender. Now we can add the crushed tomatoes. Taste and add salt if you need to. Also, if your tomatoes are very sour, then add a little bit of sugar. Let this simmer for 5 minutes. Add some basil to the sauce if you have it. It's been 5 minutes. I'm going to turn the heat up. I like to put plain sauce on the bottom of the dish. This is plain crushed tomatoes. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder, dried oregano, a little salt. Give that a mix, taste it, and add sugar to balance out the sourness if you need to. Heat up a pan to saute the spinach. A little olive oil, chopped garlic. Let that soften just for a minute. Add the spinach, a little salt, saute this until cooked. It'll take just a few minutes. Spinach is done, we can turn the heat off. Put the ricotta in a bowl. Mix the egg and add that. Mix the egg into the ricotta nicely. Add the spinach and oregano. Add Parmesan and mozzarella. Some black pepper. Don't add salt to this yet. Mix everything, taste it, and then add salt if you need to, because the mozzarella is usually pretty salty. The Parmesan is pretty salty too, so I really don't need to add any salt to the mixture. Now everything's ready, we can put it together in the dish. Heat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. While the oven's getting up to temperature, we can layer all the ingredients in the dish. First, pour the plain sauce on the bottom of the dish. Spread it out evenly. Now the lasagna noodles. We'll put 3 down. They do expand a little bit. Depending on the size of your pan, you can always break the noodles to fit. Now I'll put a layer of the vegetables and sauce. Spread each layer evenly. Now the cheese mixture. Little bit of mozzarella, noodles, vegetables and sauce, cheese, little mozzarella, noodles, more sauce, cheese, noodles, more sauce. I'll put the rest of the mozzarella on top. And Parmesan. Cover the dish and bake in the heated oven for about 35 minutes. After 35 minutes, remove the foil, put it back in the oven, and cook for another 15 minutes. To get more of a golden brown color on top, set your oven to broil. Put the dish under the broiler for about 2 minutes. If you have some basil, sprinkle it on top. Wait at least 20 minutes before cutting into it. The noodles expanded to the end of the dish. So for this recipe, you'll need 9 noodles. You don't have to break up any of the extra noodles to fit this size pan. This vegetable lasagna is absolutely perfect. It's got the right amount of sauce and right amount of cheese. Lasagna is a dish that takes some time to prepare. This vegetable lasagna, though, is a must try. It gives you about 12 servings, so you are getting a lot of servings for the time you put in. I really do hope you give it a try and let me know how you like it in the comments below. Don't forget to turn on your notifications by clicking the bell icon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.